Hello, my name is Chris, and today I'd like to follow up on something that I mentioned briefly at the end of my last video about the one-to-one quit smoking support sessions that I'm able to offer for people who want a more personalized support program, people who basically want me to come and hold your hand through the quit process. Yes, this is a bit of a sales pitch because this is a service that I do charge for, and I do hope you'll forgive me for that. I hope I've built up enough trust with you, and I hope I've given you a lot of information in all the videos that you can forgive me one little sales pitch every now and again. On that note, I will say that if you never want to work with me, if you never want to buy my book, if you never want to do any of that stuff, I am completely okay with it. I absolutely love making these videos. I get a tremendous sense of joy and satisfaction out of it, especially when I hear from you and you say to me, Chris, something that you said resonated with me and it really helped me get through what I was going through. I love that, and as long as that keeps happening, I will keep standing in front of this camera every week and making all these videos that you can have for free. But if you would like to work with me on a one-to-one basis, I want to tell you a little bit about the program that I'm able to offer you, and you can decide whether or not it's something that you want to engage in. So, when I very first started offering support sessions, it was very much in response to requests that I had for such things. Somebody might come along and say, hey Chris, can you spend a bit of time with me over the next few weeks and help me plan and prepare my quit? Hey Chris, I've got this one single event that may trigger a relapse. Hey Chris, I'm struggling to get back on track after a relapse. Can I spend an hour with you figuring out how to get back on track? And I would always say absolutely yes. I'm very much happy to do things on a flexible ad hoc basis depending on what people asked for. And I am still very much able to do that. I'm still very much able to work with you on whatever you need. However, a few months ago I did do that smoking cessation practitioner training with the National Centre for Smoking Cessation and Training here in the United Kingdom. And also have my other qualifications in counselling and psychotherapy and hypnotherapy that I can sort of draw in from. I'm not offering you hypnotherapy sessions here, but some of the ideas and the mindset techniques that we can use can be pulled in. And one of the things that was most helpful when I was doing my smoking cessation practitioner training was learning how to structure a program that may be most beneficial to people wanting to start their quit and see it through to a successful completion. And that's really what I'm going to talk about today. This program that I've been working on has 5, maybe 6 weekly sessions, but not every single week. The first session is before you quit. You can come to this session still as a smoker, but I would ask you not to smoke during the session. This session is all about planning and preparing for your quit. We will agree on a quit date for you. But you'll tell me when you want to quit and we'll finalise a quit date. We'll discuss anything that you might need to do to help give yourself the best chance of quitting smoking. We can talk about any obstacles or hurdles or challenges that you may face, and I will hold your hand as we figure out how to get through those challenges. You'll then go away and do the work and come back to me on your quit date. We will schedule it so that we can meet for an hour on your quit date to help really reinforce everything and get you going and motivated on your journey. The This might include reviewing everything we've talked about, thinking about how the day is going for you on day one of your quit. We may talk about what lies ahead in the week and how you're going to deal with those certain things. We're going to talk about making sure that this is the quit that sticks. From there, you have a choice of how many sessions you want on a weekly basis. There goes my phone. It may be that you want to, because what I want to do with you is do a couple of follow-up sessions in the early stages of your quit. Maybe you want one the week after and that's enough. Maybe you want 2 or 3 in a weekly succession to help you through those early days when the cravings and withdrawals and the physical and mental challenges are their toughest. That is completely up to you. I will definitely say see me for at least 1 session. But if you want more, I'm happy to expand that for you. The final session that we have together will be a month, 6 weeks down the line, whenever the 2 of us agree that it is appropriate, and it will be to check in, review your progress, review what's been tough, think about what lays ahead again. It'll also be a chance to celebrate, because I have no doubt that if you turn up for this monthly review and our final session, you will have been nailing your quit, because I will personally do everything that I possibly can within our sessions to help you do that. So that's 1 before the quit, 1 on your quit date, 1, 2 or 3 sessions in the early days of your quit, and 1 final review down the line when you are crushing it and you are making your way into being a non-smoker. With all that being said, I do have a caveat and I do have a condition that I would like you to meet if you're going to get in touch with me and say, yeah, Chris, I want to work with you, I want your help to quit smoking. That condition is that you are willing and you are committed and you do want to quit smoking. If you're thinking, okay, this may require some work, but I'm ready and I want to do it, and you're prepared, to take any effort or to do anything that you need to do. With that in mind, I want you to do a little exercise for me if you're thinking of getting in touch. I want you to think of a scale. And at 1, this scale goes from 1 to 10. And at 1 is where you have absolutely no desire to quit smoking whatsoever. Like you may be mildly curious about it, but you're just not there. 10 is you are absolutely desperate, ready, willing to do what it takes to quit smoking. Like, Chris, I want to quit smoking like right this second. And place yourself somewhere on that scale between 1 and 10. And be honest about this. I'm going to ask you this when you get in touch with me. And I'm going to work with people who are at the very least 5, but I would prefer you to be a 6 at the least. You get 5, we'll talk about it. If you're a 6, I'm happy to work with you. If you're 7, 8, 9, 10, then yeah, absolutely, let's go. And the reason why I say this is because it is perfectly okay to have doubts, to have concerns, to have worries, to have things that you're anxious about your quit. That is why I'm here. That is what these sessions are here for, especially that first pre-quit session, and to an extent the day of session, is to think about those things that you're worried about and come up with solutions for them and talk through them and plan and help you, ensure that no matter what is going on for you, no matter what doubts or concerns you have, you're still going to be able to quit successfully. If you are below a 5 on that scale, that it may be, you know, Chris, I kind of want to quit smoking, but I just, not now, and, you know, I don't really want to put the effort in, I don't want to make the commitment, and that's completely okay. We're all at different stages on our journey, but the thing is, if you're not ready to put that commitment in, then there's going to be very little that I can probably do to help you. You know, yes, I can absolutely hold your hand. Yes, I can absolutely offer you all the support that I can in whatever way helps you, but I still can't quit smoking for you. You know, this is a collaborative process. I'll do my part. If I'm going to do my part and I'm going to commit to working with you, I want you to commit as well. Speaking of commitments, here's the awkward stuff about money. Like I said at the beginning, this is a service that I do charge for. You know, I am a qualified therapist and a certified smoking cessation practitioner. You know, and I do need to charge for these sessions, because I found that when I've offered people free things in the past, the commitment isn't there, and they don't show up and engage as much as when, you know, I'm actually invested, you know, quite literally in this. But I have tried to make these sessions as affordable as possible. The sessions will cost £40 English, which in my country is less than a week's worth of cigarettes. I think a pack of 26 here costs like at minimum £10. So if you smoke for 1 week, that's £70. So you can spend £70 on cigarettes or £40 on getting started in your journey. If you are having difficulties, if you'd like to talk to me about block bookings, anything like that, please do get in touch. I will try my best to accommodate you, but I've tried to set this at a price that is affordable for you and I think fair for me. If you are interested, the best way to get in touch and book your first session is to email me at chris@cjstherapy.com. If you are local to me, I may be able to see you in my therapy room. If you live millions of miles away, we have this wonderful thing called the internet. We can get together on Zoom. So that's the little program, and it's just a very brief overview. We will plan your quit. We will make sure that you are armed and ready to go when that quit date comes. On that quit date, we will get you moving forward into your process. We will get you being able to tackle those cravings and withdrawals. Then we will keep track of things over the first couple of weeks. See how you're doing, give you any extra support you need. And then down the line, we will celebrate your success and think about next steps as a non-smoker. And again, you can email me for that, chris@cjstherapy.com. One last little sales pitch. Of course, there is my book. It is called Quit Smoking and Be Happy. It's way cheaper than a session with me. It's available on Amazon in print and ebook form. Finally, there is a wonderful Finding Freedom Facebook community, which I talk about all the time because I'm so proud of the group and of everyone in it. This wonderful community of people. Some have quit smoking successfully for years, some are right at the start of their journey, all supporting each other, cheering each other on, helping each other when things don't go right. That is facebook.com/groups/findingfreedom1. Finally, I know I just said finally, but double finally, my next live stream will be Saturday, I think it's October the 30th. I know it's definitely the day before Halloween. Yes, it's got to be the 30th then. I'll get links to that in the cards and the descriptions and all the usual places. If you want to come and hang out with me for an hour, and that's completely free as well, you can do that. Thank you so much for watching today. Thank you for giving me a few moments of your time to tell you about my work. We'll be back to regularly scheduled videos next week. Goodbye.